Happy start of the week, guys. I know it's not, technically the start of the week, but doesn't it feel like Monday? To me, it's just felt like Monday all day long. So, I don't know. Any part of the week that's not Friday or Saturday is not my favorite part of the week. Okay, so tonight we have got all kinds of basketball happening. We're all about the basketball tonight. And we've got a lot of stuff to break. And I do generally break it in the order that things end on eBay. So we're going to have hoops, we have Crusade, we have innovation, we have timeless treasures, and then we have the big kahuna tonight, which is National Treasures basketball. And that'll National Treasures basketball is the last one that we're going to do tonight. So first up, we'll take a look at the spreadsheet for break number 1. This is the only one that has a lot of cards in it. It does have a fair amount of base in it. None of the rest of these have a lot of cards, but this first one is going to take a few minutes. And, look at that. There's a ton of unsold teams on there, a lot of unloved, unwanted orphan teams in this first break. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Looks like I have a bunch of cards getting ready to join my happy family. And of course, I will put that spreadsheet up at the start of every break. So not to worry, you're going to see, anybody who's like, oh, well, I'm in, Crusade or Timeless Treasures or National Treasures or Innovation or any of those others. We are most definitely, that spreadsheet goes up before the start of each break. So first up, of course, we have hoops. One of them is this 12-13's regular hobby box. 13-14 is the jumbo hobby box. And, of course, the 12-13, you guys, the ones who normally break 12-13 with me, you know that every product that Panini put out for basketball in 12-13 included one of these weird little packs of Kobe anthology cards. I say they're weird little packs because there's never anything in them but base cards. But if we do ever find a hit, something one of one or memorabilia or signature, it would be given out via random to everyone in the break. And that, of course, all that information is in the special circumstances area of the listing. And I think it's under bonus packs specifically. So here's what's going to happen with this hoops. First of all, thank you to the people that did buy a few teams in this one. And this is kind of like your own little personal box break, right? Because there's like hardly anybody in it. Most of the teams just stayed with me on this. But there is a lot of base in it. So what we're going to do is just buzz through this because we've got a bunch of stuff to open tonight. And of course, we're all anxiously awaiting getting to the main event tonight, which is National Treasures basketball. So all this base stuff, we're just buzzing through. We'll stop on our hits or anything else that looks noteworthy. Otherwise, we're going to cut a path through hoops here because of the sheer volume of cards involved with it. And then, of course, Crusade and Timeless Treasures and Innovation. None of those have very many cards in them. And then National Treasures, well, by the time we get to that case, that's one that usually the hits are worth lingering on a few minutes because there's always some really sweet stuff coming out of National Treasures. So I do see some people have just jumped in, so just letting you know the order for tonight. There's an Anthony Davis rookie. That the order for tonight is hoops, and then, gosh, I don't even remember what order they ended in on eBay. Isn't that awful? I think it's hoops, and then Timeless Treasures, then Innovation, and then Crusade. But I do have them on the spreadsheet in order, so whatever it tells me for the next one up, we know will be the order that they ended on eBay. So right now, I do still have. In fact, I think they're probably, are they playing right now? Are the Wizards playing right now? They might be. I do still have one team with a UK player on it that's, well, actually, I guess I might have two with a UK player on it still alive, because we do have Enes Kanter on the Thunder, of course, that used to be at UK, but I'm thinking of John Wall with the Wizards, still live in the playoffs for the NBA. And I know I keep seeing that little number change of people jumping into the broadcast. If you're in one of the other breaks tonight, we are breaking in the order that things ended on eBay. So National Treasures, the case of National Treasures is the very last break tonight. We've got Hoops and Crusade and Timeless Treasures and Innovation, but the only other one that has a lot of cards is the one we're doing right now. All those others are pretty short. But if you're in the case of Timeless Treasures, you definitely have time to, you know, walk the dog or feed the cat or have a snack or watch a sitcom, and then we'll be and then we'll get this other stuff opened and be up to that point in time. Or you can just hang out with us here, and yeah, you can hang out with us and watch all this other stuff and see if we pull some interesting stuff out of. It's mostly 12-13 and 13-14 stuff that's ending tonight. Other than, of course, the main event, and that is 16-17, obviously. But good grief, man. I hate the way that they turn these cards 17 different directions in a pack. But I like opening 12-13 because it's the double rookie class, right? Because, I mean, in 11-12s when they had the lockout, so all those 11-12 rookies really have their stuff in 12-13. So that is one reason that I love to open 12-13. I'm just leaving them upside down unless there's something we want to look at, and then I'll flip them over and we'll flip them the right way. Otherwise, I don't think anybody's probably losing any sleep over the Hoops base cards being upside down. Oh, here's one of our hits. Who have we got? Kenneth Fareed for the Nuggets is our first hit out of 12-13 Hoops. And, of course, we got the possibility to pull, as I said, any of the 11-12 rookies have the possibility of coming out of here because of that lockout situation. And then Mr. Anthony Davis could be in here as well. Kawhi Leonard. I mean, we got a lot of possibilities in 12-13. So one down with Kenneth Fareed, and let's hope for a big name on one of the others. And if anybody does, you know, want me to go slower, which I doubt anyone does, but if someone wants to take another look at one of these base cards, or you want to go through them slower, you just let me know. But for the most part, unless we run across one of the Durantula cards in here, I think that our money's going to be in the hits. Unless, as I said, we find Durantula, then that would be some money. But I am so excited to see what we're going to get out of that case of National Treasures. There has been some really sweet stuff come out of there. Of course, you know, well, you may not know if you haven't broken with me before, but I'm a fan of, I went to UK, it's my alma mater, so I like any teams that have some of my former UK players on them. I kind of try to keep track of, so keep an eye on our UK guys. So I was looking at, of course, Tyler Ulis is one of my favorite players of recent years. So I was looking to see what has come out of National Treasures for Tyler, and the Rookie Patch Autograph Emerald version, which is numbered only to 5. 2 of the 5 are already on eBay for Tyler. So I'm like, oh man, what is going on with that? But one person's asking $2,200, which I'm like, okay, I don't really think you're going to be getting $2,200 for that. And then one of the other ones I think was at $200 or $300, or there might actually be 3 on there. Maybe 3 of the 5 may be on there right now. I'm not sure. Either way, that's definitely the $2,200 is out of my price range. There's no question about that. Some of the other stuff, you know, maybe I can pick up some of the other Tyler stuff, but probably not the $2,200 one. And I see several more people have jumped in here recently, so let me just update again for those who have just joined. We are breaking in the order that things ended on eBay. We did have several things in tonight. This early break of 12-13 and 13-14 hoops is the only break that is base card heavy. So when we finish this break, Crusade has a decent amount of cards in it, but nothing like this. Timeless Treasures doesn't have very many at all, nor does Innovation. So if you're hopping in for National Treasures, I would say, you know, give us 30 minutes or so, maybe 45, depending on how long it takes us to get through that jumbo hoops from 13-14, and then we'll be heading on down the road. So our autograph, our second hit out of 12-13 is Danny Green for the Spurs. So we have Danny Green and Kenneth Faried, our two autograph hits out of 12-13. Obviously, you get the whole shebang. Everything ships, so you'll get your base cards as well. Anybody that has a team in this break, well, anybody has a team in any break, because I pretty much always ship base. I can't really think of a time when I haven't. If there ever is a time when base cards don't ship, it would say that on the listing. It will say, you know, only hits would, you know, ship or something, but I don't really anticipate that happening with anything anytime soon, but there is always the possibility. But it would say it in the description if that were the case. Otherwise, everything does ship on to you. So we're still in the midst of the first break. We've done 12-13 hoops, and we are now starting 13-14 hoops. Which in retrospect, yeah, I probably wouldn't have paired these together again because, wow, it is a lot of cards. It is a massive amount of cards to go through to get our hits. And I do realize that those base cards are upside down in there. I do. I was waiting through this first pack to see, you know, the last stuff that we just opened. It's like half. It would go one way, then the other way, then the other way, then the other way. Now I can see in this one it appears that we are literally just going about half and half. So I know just to switch it halfway through the pack and we'll be fine. There's an Action Shots insert. And our first signature hit already up and running here for the Bulls. Rookie card for Eric Murphy. And I don't guess that's numbered. I don't see any numbering on that one. So there's our first hit out of 13-14 hoops. Came out right away. They did not waste any time on that one. And they do have some nice inserts in hoops as well. Now we're back to the going 500 directions. So it is kind of a fun set, but of course the main thing we're looking for is always going to be the signatures out of hoops. Or one of the short prints, you know, the Durantulas are one of those. Certainly worth pulling too, so. And you'll see if that one has a red back. I think the red back ones in general are sometimes worth a couple dollars more. I don't think it's a massive difference. I'm just kind of trying to see if I can get the majority of these going in the right way for a change. But I did not succeed because then we went the opposite way again. That is crazy. I think it just has to do with how the inserts are placed in the pack, I believe, is kind of why it changes direction so many times within a pack. But still, you would think there might be a way to avoid that, right? But I guess there isn't. But I definitely don't see it as much in football as you do in basketball. But I'm excited for the draft. See who goes where. Of course, as always, you know, it seems like UK is always just like cleaning house, right? I mean, we have a lot of guys that go pro after a short period of time. This year, no exception. We have a tremendous number of folks heading out the door to the NBA, or at least gonna try to get there. I don't know if they'll all get drafted or not, but they're all going to give it a try, so we'll end up with a whole bunch of rookies again, which, I mean, I like. Don't get me wrong. I like having good players, even if they only stay for, oh my gosh, even if they only stay for 1 year, but it would be nice if we could maybe just get kind of like a little core group, you know, maybe just even 2 or 3 people that hung around for a little bit longer would be nice. Might make things a little easier for us. Come on now. Oh, that is so frustrating to me. The fact that they switch directions so many times in one pack. Ah, well. So the rookie class in 16-17 has maybe turned out to be a little better than we thought it was going to be, right? I mean, because I don't think it was a lot of excitement about this year's rookies up to this point, but certainly we have seen some of them on the improve. So maybe we're still going to be, hey, there's the Greek Freak. As I'm speaking of rookie cards. So there's a nice little, I was thinking maybe that might have a red back for you, but alas, it does not. But there's a nice little Greek Freak rookie hit. We'd like to find it with an auto for sure, but there it is, just his rookie card. Let's just set half of these down and see if we can buzz through this maybe a little faster, since there's not much in here we're looking for besides our hits. But I really did, you know, I thought that the Bucks might get out of the playoffs, man. I mean, I thought they might get past that first series. They were playing really well, and then they kind of just fell apart there towards the end. But anyway, we were talking about the rookie class, or I guess I was talking about, because you guys aren't chatting really too much tonight. So I do think that we've had some rookies kind of come on towards the end of the year and starting to have a little more faith in our 16-17 class of basketball rookies, right? I'm thinking we are. I am anyway, so. I believe there must be, it seems like every pack that we've opened out of this 13-14 jumbo, the last couple of cards on the bottom of the pack have had the parallel red back, so that just must be a thing. That must be the way that these are packed, because every single one of them has had that. And again, I haven't really noticed the red backs making too much of a difference unless you pull a massive hit out of it. Then having the red back might be a little more helpful, but for the most part, you're maybe talking another $1 or $2 for a card that has the red back. And of course, we will recap our hits at the end of this break, and then we'll take a look at the backs of them at that point as well. I think we looked at the backs of our hits so far already, actually, but we'll look at them again when we do the recap, just to make sure. And also because sometimes you find weird things back there, like ink on the back, where some, you know, where the player has signed it, and then before the ink is dry, they've signed another one and stacked it on top of it. I've seen that happen more than once. We pulled a nice Giannis auto hit, but it was a redemption. But it was a Giannis redemption for rookie auto hit out of one of the 13-14 products in the last month or so. Can't remember which one it was. I can't believe how quiet you guys are tonight. Like, nobody's in chat. That's crazy. Usually somebody's in there saying something interesting, but tonight you guys are just quiet as can be. I know, it's because you're waiting for the other stuff, right? We're spoiled. We're used to, and I am too. I'm used to opening products that have more frequent hits and fewer base cards. That is true. So I think that's kind of spoils us sometimes when we have to look through more cards to find what we're after. But I do like opening hoops from time to time. First of all, you can sometimes find some really nice autographs in here. And secondly, they have nice inserts. And also, sometimes it's just nice to have some base cards when you're set building, things like that. I know these are from older years, so maybe not a lot of people are still building sets from 12-13 or 13-14, but I enjoy looking back at some of the past years. Oh, this looks like this might be a hit. Let's go ahead and grab it out of there because I believe it is. And it is for the Sixers, and it's an Evan Turner Materials hit, authentic material. So we should still have in here one more autograph somewhere in 13-14, because this was the jumbo, so we should, I believe, have 2 autographs and 1 material, and we've pulled 1 auto and 1 material so far. Of course, Panini loves to say on average, and that just means, so if they don't, here's AD, so if they don't have the number of hits they're supposed to have, then they're still covered because they say on average. And that seems to be mainly because they have a nasty habit of putting those Panini rewards points cards in packs, which would be all well and good if they were actually rewards, but instead they put them in and replace a hit with them, which I don't think anybody would consider to be a reward. I think everybody would think that that is a bad thing. So somebody maybe needs to give the folks at Panini a little dictionary so that they can look up what the definition of a reward is, because having a hit replaced with a stupid points card, probably not very many people's idea of a reward. Just saying. In fact, I've said we all need to go on their Facebook and their Twitter and all of their social media accounts, and we need to all go on there and complain and tell them to stop replacing our hits with those points cards. Nobody wants them. Or if they want to add them and just make them extra, like truly a bonus, that'd be fine. There's another Greek Freak rookie. But not in place of a hit. That's just not cool. All right, so this is our last pack on the first break, which was hoops. And when we finish that, I believe next up... Ooh, I say that, and I'm like, I think next up is Timeless Treasures. And then Innovation, and then Crusade, and then National Treasures. So Timeless Treasures is the older 12, 13, 13, 14 stuff. National Treasures is the new 16, 17 stuff. And I know if you've been watching, you're like, why do you keep saying that? You've said that already. Yeah, I know, but it's because I see, people jumping in and out, and I'm sure it's because they're checking to see, what break we're on and all that. So I don't want anybody to have to wonder what's going on. So that's why I keep saying it. So our signature here, Trent Tucker for the Chicago Bulls. So we did not really pull the fire out of this that we might have been hoping for. So that is kind of a drag, because I was hoping to pull a Greek Freaks auto out of here for whoever has the Bucks tonight. Of course, any hit's a good hit, right? We all like getting hits, no matter. But I was definitely hoping for a little fire. All right, so to recap our hits out of 12-13 and 13-14 hoops, we have for the Bulls the Trent Tucker autograph. These are all autographed on stickers. Also out of 13-14 hoops, we have another hit for the Bulls, Eric Murphy. So it was kind of a double Bull thing there. Also out of 13-14 hoops, the materials hit of Evan Turner for the Sixers. Out of 12-13 hoops for the Spurs, we had Danny Green. And then Kenneth Fareed for the Nuggets. And that is our first break of the evening. Hoops is in the books. So now let me grab our spreadsheet, scroll down here to the next break, which is our 12-13 and 13-14 Timeless Treasures. If I can get myself on the right screen, maybe you guys can see the same thing I'm seeing. And so once again, you'll see it's one box of 12-13, one box of 13-14 Timeless Treasures basketball. This is the 4th time we've broken this particular combination. And team names are down the left-hand side. Winning bidders are down the right-hand side. You will see that there are some teams in there that are marked as unpaid. And I do realize that those teams may have been paid in the interim. But, of course, the spreadsheet has to be finalized at some point so that we can go live on time. And so generally, I will finalize it somewhere in the 8 to 10 minute mark. And then if payment comes in after that, that's great. You'll still get whatever cards you are due. but it's just not going to be reflected on the spreadsheet because I don't have access to the, to my email and messages and all that stuff while I'm doing the break because I'm busy getting all these cards open and finding out what kind of cool stuff we can find for you guys. And once again, all of our 12-13 products that we open tonight, they're all going to have that bonus pack of Kobe Anthology. We're going to open it up every time, and if we find a hit in it, a material, a signature, anything like that, then we will do random for everybody that's in this break for that hit and all that information, of course. Oh my gosh, and we hit one. Holy cow. Guys, I have never hit anything but base cards out of Kobe Anthology. That is something. So you guys that bought into this break just got rewarded in a big way because look what you have. You have a Kobe Bryant on-card autograph numbered 3 of 8. And I cannot tell you how many hundreds upon hundreds of those packs we have opened and never had a hit out of it. And boom, there it is. You do have some chipping and some little, edge issues with it, but boy, that is sweet. So you guys that are in this break, this is going to be headed your way via random.org at the end of the break. And again, anybody that has any questions about how that works, it is all in the listing in, what does it say? Special circumstance cards, I think, is what it says. And it does outline specifically what we do with bonus packs and if we got any hits out of them, which I'm still amazed that we got. But holy cow, what a sweet hit, guys. That's worth the price of admission for this break. So whoever gets that is going to be having a good night because a Kobe signature in and of itself is probably, 100 plus. A Kobe signature on card to 8. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. All right, so we have here Jeff Malone, Treasured Thread. So you got a materials hit for the Sixers. I'm so excited about Kobe. I forget we've got more hits in our boxes that we were expecting to have. Then we have a Juwan Howard, number 3 of 3. So this is a nice box of Timeless Treasures in that sense. I mean, Juwan Howard is fine. But a 3 of 3 is nice for the Heat. We've got a redemption and a Kevin Durant. Oh my gosh, guys, what a box this is. This was like the hot box of Timeless Treasures, okay? Because, yeah, this is really sweet. So we will go to the checklist. We all know where Kevin Durant's going to go, but we are going to go to the checklist. We'll checklist verify it at the end of the break, and we will also see what that is numbered to at that point in time. You did notice on there probably that it's expired, but that's okay. You still want to go ahead and redeem it into your Panini account. And then it used to be you could reach out to them right away. These days they're saying you have to wait 6 or 8 weeks. Then you can reach out to them and ask if they still have the card. If they do, they will send it. And if they do not, they will work with you to find another card. And since it's Kevin Durant, they'll work with you to find another Kevin Durant. This is 57 of 349, Thomas Robinson for the Kings. So that is a nice Thomas Robinson rookie hit for the Kings. But that, I tell you what, though, that other box, that 13-14 box of Timeless Treasures, that is just crazy. That was such a good box. Then we have a Jared Cunningham for the Mavericks rookie. And it is numbered to 25, 22 of 25. Followed by validating marks of Grievous Vasquez for New Orleans. Of course, at that time they were known as the Hornets. They're going to be listed as the New Orleans Pelicans. But of course, card stays with the franchise, and it is New Orleans. And that is number 9 of 199 on the Vasquez. And then we have the base card for Stuckey. So, what a break, right? And most of these spots sold for what? Couple dollars a piece. So, for that couple of dollars, somebody's going to get a Kobe Bryant via random, and then somebody's got a Kevin Durant, and we're rolling. We are rolling. National Treasures, I'm going to guess, probably in another 20 minutes or so. We've got to get through the rest. We've got to do Innovation and Crusade and then National Treasures. So I'm going to the checklist right now, guys. Bear with me. And we're going to find out what this Kevin Durant card is numbered to, for one thing. So let me get in the right year for this. And I will tell you. But see, this is why, people are kind of like, sometimes they're like, I don't want to buy into such and such because it doesn't, it doesn't have anything good in it. They've all got something good in them. You just have to find the right box on the right day. But whoever just picked up Kevin Durant for probably like a $2 bid, I guarantee you they think this is a nice box. And whoever gets that Kobe's going to feel the same, I expect. Okay, so it does not tell us what the Kevin Durant's going to be numbered to, so maybe it is an unnumbered because it doesn't show a sequence number on the checklist, and usually it does. So I'm going to say the Durant is probably just an open, what's the word I'm looking for? Open edition is, I think, what I'm trying to say. So I think it's going to be an open edition and not numbered. Doesn't appear to be. All right, so we'll recap our hits and then we will take care of our Kobe. That is just I still cannot get over that we hit that. I know you guys are like, get over it. You don't understand how many hundreds of packs we've opened and never hit anything out of that dumb Kobe anthology until tonight. And now it's not dumb. Now we love it. All right, so first up for the Thunder, we have the Kevin Durant Validating Marks autograph hit. That is, of course, a redemption. The Juwan Howard numbered to 3 of 3 for the Heat. This is what your Kevin Durant will look like because this is a Validating Marks card. Of course, this is out of 12-13, and I think our hit was out of 13-14, so the card design may be slightly different, but anyway, it's same card series, maybe just out of a different year. This one going to New Orleans with the Grievous Vasquez numbered to 199. Then we have our Treasured Threads of Jeff Malone for the Sixers, and that one was not numbered. Class rookie Jared Cunningham for the Mavericks, and the Cunningham was numbered to 25. Class rookie Thomas Robinson for the Kings, and it is numbered to 349. Hopefully I'm holding that at the angle where you can see it, and it also has a little issue mainly up here at the top. You can kind of see right there, right above where my thumb is, we've got a little bit of chipping and stuff on it. And anytime you deal with those thick cards, it's actually fairly common to have some edge issues and corner issues. When I notice them in the break, I point them out. I don't always notice them live. I sometimes don't notice them until I'm sorting, but if I do notice it, I try to point it out. So now we're headed to random to do this 3 of 8 on-card Kobe Bryant auto that came out of our Kobe Anthology bonus pack that was in 12-13 Timeless Treasures. So here's what we got to do. First up, we got to run over here and grab this, and oh man, now seeing whoever's in there is unpaid, that means they are not going to have a shot at this, and that's unfortunate, but that does happen, that's why I always tell you guys, get the payment in before the break starts, because that's the only way that you're in on these kinds of things. So if I can get that pasted in there. All right, so this is, here is our list of bidders for this break. You can see that you are all in there. We're going to hit random one time, and whoever ends up on top is going to take home that sweet Kobe hit. And it is going to G Mantissa 23. G Mantissa 23 is taking home the Kobe Bryant out of our bonus Kobe Anthology pack. So, ho, sweet. Let me write that down. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to make sure that I have it written down. Of course, obviously, we have the video as a reference, but still, it's just nice to have it where I can put it with the card. So congratulations on your extra hit tonight. That's probably a couple $100 for you there with that Kobe Bryant numbered to 8. Next up, we have, I believe it is Innovation. So let's pop back over here to the spreadsheet. And it is indeed 1213. And look at that, I have a typo. I have a money sign in there. It's supposed to be an and sign. I guess I was in a hurry tonight. So we have 1/12/13 and 1/13/14 Panini Innovation. And of course, again, you've got team names down the left, winning bidder names down the right-hand side. We have an unpaid team in here, and anything that says no bids, buybacks, just unloved, unwanted teams that hang out here with me. And if anything comes out for them, of course, which it may not. And then, oh, wow, so you got Kevin Durant and you got the Kobe. Wow. Well, you are having some kind of luck tonight then, my friend. I don't know if you're in any of the other breaks or not, but if you are, I hope that I hope your luck holds out, because that's one heck of a break for you, man. And now in this, and once again, in this box of 2012 Innovation, we will have another Kobe Anthology pack, which will give us another opportunity to pull something amazing. But I got to be honest with you, I have opened those hundreds of times without ever pulling a single thing. And that's why I always start out by saying, allegedly, it has signatures and materials hits in it, but I had never seen one. Well, now we have, so now we know that it does exist, elusive though it may be, considering there are only 8, and they put it in every 2012-13 product that they put out, so you definitely beat the odds there, man, with Durant and Kobe. So, yeah, I don't think it gets much better than that. That was a nice box in general, right? I mean, pulling the Kobe, pulling the Durant, I mean, it was nice. No other way to say it. It was an excellent break. All right, so in Innovation, we have got a couple of different possibilities of things that happen in Innovation. Our first one, they call these something, and I never remember what it is. I always want to say die cut, but that's not right. I think they call it laser cut, maybe. But if you look when these cards are priced and things, it has its own designation for these kind of clear cards. This one is a rookie card for Enes Kanter, Utah Jazz. Of course, he's an ex-UK guy, and this is 302 of 349. Then we have a base card for the Sixers, some base for the T-Wolves. We have another one of our little whatever we call them. This is 342 of 349 on our laser cut, or whatever we're going to call it. And this is for the Nets with Deron Williams. And some of those are actually, you know, booked for a little bit of money. So check it out when you get it and see. And who do we have here? Oh, Gortat. And some of these are stained glass cards, right? And out of 12-13 Innovation, which is the first year that they had them, some of these can be worth a little bit of money too. By 13-14, they're not as rare to come across, so they're not worth as much out of 13-14. But this one is out of 12-13, so that Gortat could be worth a little something for you. Elvin Hayes, that's a nice hit. And whoever wanted the Wizards, well, there it is. Okay, so was that you, Dave, that has the Wizards in this break? I believe it is, and you just got a nice Elvin Hayes autograph. So there is an excellent veteran player signature for you. Chris Copeland for the Knicks, and that's a nice on-card auto. It's rookie, of course. We would have maybe rather been maybe a slightly different player for the Knicks, but that's all right. So still a nice card. And now we have Kawhi Leonard, which this is the one we would like to have had signed. It is not signed, but it is his rookie card, and it is a piece of basketball, is your memorabilia on this card, and it's numbered to 199, 31 of 199. So that is still a nice hit on the Kawhi Leonard. You don't see these with the piece of basketball in here very often. I mean, we actually open 12-13 Innovation fairly often, and we pull those out of there not very often. So another nice hit. We're kind of rolling along tonight with some of our older products. We're doing A-OK so far. Victor Oladipo rookie card for the Magic, and again with our whatever they call this, die cut or laser cut. You will notice this one has some kind of weird shading on it, And the first time I saw one of those, I thought, oh, there's something's on that card. No, that's just there. It's part of the card design. I don't really understand why. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but it is part of the card design. Oh, this is a nice Celtics insert, Starters Legends. And you don't see this pulled very often out of Innovation either. So this is a very nice insert hit for the Celtics. Even though it is not autographed, it's still not one that you see very frequently. For the Thunder, we have Andre Roberson, and it is numbered 140 of 299. And that's the nice kind of shadow box signature on the Roberson hit for the Thunder, rookie, of course. Then, who do we... Oh, I cannot say that name. This is for the Nuggets, 93 of 325. This is Mahmoud Abdul Ralph, maybe? I don't know if that's pronounced Ralph, okay? I don't know. So we're just going to go with Mahmoud because we know that that's what it is. And this is, of course, your die-cut autograph hit for the Nuggets. For the Nets, we have Mr. Kevin Garnett, and this is one of our stat line jerseys, which is also a really nice pull. You generally don't see these very often either, although we've had a couple in recent breaks. And you'll see on here, this tells you the actual game the jersey was worn in, kind of like baseball tends to do, and it tells you his stats for that game and all that stuff. So that is actually a pretty cool little card to hit, and Kevin Garnett is nice. That's solid. And then we have Paul Pierce for the Nets as our stained glass. So to recap our hits, we have the Garnett Stat Line Jerseys card. We have the Mahmoud die cut signature for the Nuggets. We have a hit for the Oklahoma City Thunder with the shadow box autograph for Andre Roberson. The nice Kawhi Leonard piece of basketball on his rookie card, numbered to 199. On-card auto for the Knicks with Chris Copeland. And a nice veteran signature for the Wizards with Elvin Hayes. That's actually a real nice hit if you're a Wizards fan. I think you probably like that a pretty good amount. So that is our innovation break. Let me set these cards over here into our little staging area where they wait at the end of the break. They all go in their sleeves and holders and team bags and all that jazz. Next up, we have 12-13 and 13-14 Crusade. If I can get myself on the right page here, which that isn't it. I've got you on the right page, got myself on the wrong page. Here we go. All right, so we have once again teams down the left, winning bidders down the right. We did have one unsold team in here, and that was the Nuggets, I guess. And then we have an unpaid team. And again, I do realize payment may have come in since the spreadsheet was finalized. If it has, we're all good. You'll get whatever cards you are entitled to as long as you send me the payment. It does mean you're not in, the nightly giveaways and in things like where we randomed the Kobe earlier. Had it landed on the thing that said unpaid, then it would have gone, to the next person down the line. So it is always best if you can get your payment in before the break starts so that you can be in on all the fun. But I know sometimes life gets in the way and it's not always possible. So we all do the best we can, right? And then after we do Crusade, we will then be in our, well, I was going to say our main event, but we've had some pretty good pulls tonight. So I guess it's still our main event, but our National Treasures 2016-17 National Treasures basketball, we have a case of that coming up after we finish Crusade here. And that, again, was our little Kobe anthology packs, which, frankly, I have a little more respect for now than I did before. Oh, Dave, you've hit 3 autos tonight. Well, congrats, man. And then you hit the mini helmet. You've had a good week, my friend. That is a good week. Another stupid redemption. And like our other redemptions, I'll just, put it in your account, wait a few weeks, reach out to them and ask them if they still have the card. And if they do not still have the card, they'll help you find another card to replace it. This Crusade card is numbered to 25, and it is for the Nuggets. It's Corey Brewer, numbered to 25. And we're going to leave our redemption turned face down. We're going to save it till the end because, well, why not, right? I mean, I think we should. And whenever I break with other people and they make you wait for the hits, I'm always like, oh, come on, why don't you just show me the hit? Yeah, now I'm doing it to you. It's terrible, isn't it? I know, it's awful. For the Phoenix Suns, we have Louis Scola, number 299 on that Crusade card. And then we have Udonis Haslem for the Heat with the Quest Materials hit. And let's see what's in this pack. I think there's something in every pack of 12, 13 Crusade, if I remember right. I don't know if 13, 14 is the same way or not. Hey, and there's old Zaza Pachulia, and that one is unnumbered on that Crusade for the Hawks. Danny Manning for the Clippers. Danny Manning's nice. So there again, Majestic Fabric hit on the Danny Manning for the Clippers. Did I say for the Hawks? I don't think I did. I think I said for the Clippers. The Zaza Pachulia was for the Hawks, but every once in a while I'll have one thing in my head and another thing comes out of my mouth. So, yeah, if that ever happens, you know, it will go to the right team because, of course, you know, I would catch anything like that in sorting, but every once in a while it doesn't translate from my head to my mouth. So there's a Crusade card for Ron Artest, also known as Meta World Peace, unnumbered. Oh, a Michael Kidd-Gilchrist for Charlotte. There's a nice MKG piece of material. Of course, he's an ex-UK guy, so that gives me a little special thrill. So far, we're doing okay tonight, so let's hope that our luck continues and we pull some massive hits out of National Treasures. Although, honestly, it's hard not to pull massive hits out of National Treasures. It's a pretty solid series. Los Angeles Lakers with the Steve Nash Crusade card, unnumbered. And then we have a Danilo Gallinari for the Nuggets is our signature hit out of that pack. And I have no idea if I said that dude's name right. I'm guessing I probably did not, but you never know. Could get lucky. Every once in a while I get lucky and get a name right. I'd say wrong more often than right, but yeah, I've never been known for my wonderful pronunciations. And here's a Raheem for the Grizzlies. Crusade unnumbered. Another hit for the Nuggets. Oh, this is Fournier. That's a little more like it. There's an Evan Fournier. So there's a couple of Nuggets in there. Nuggets are going to town. All right, I'm going to be nice. We're going to flip this over and see who it is. And it is Deron Lamb. He's an ex-UK guy. And here's the thing. Deron Lamb's rookie cards all have the Bucks on them. So I pulled a Deron Lamb redemption not too long ago, and I said, oh, it's going to be the Bucks, but I'm still going to checklist verify it because that's what we do. And, you know, when I pulled it up on the checklist, guess what? It wasn't the Bucks. It was the Orlando Magic. So, you know, I think he was, I guess, drafted by the Magic and then, I don't know, traded to the Bucks or something. So we'll checklist verify that. These Crusades in this particular color pattern are not going to be numbered. They are unnumbered in the standard color. And you will also notice these all have some, for lack of a better word, crud on them, okay? It's like a powder, weird kind of residue, and apparently they put it in all of these 13, 14 Crusades because they thought that it would keep the Crusade cards from getting scratched. This is Cody Zeller to 249 for Charlotte. And I don't know if it keeps the Crusade cards from being scratched, but I can tell you it's kind of nasty. And a lot of it will probably be worn off on me from the break and the sorting and the packing and the shipping long before you get it. But if you do get one and it has some weird powdery crap on it, that is what it is. It is not any kind of, you know, airborne any kind of airborne pathogen or anything, but it's just yucky. It's nasty. I don't like it, but it's on there. Nothing I can do about it. Here we have a Lillard to 249 for the Blazers. And this one will be unnumbered for the Sixers, unnumbered for the Kings. Base card, a royalty insert for, who is that? Oh, it's Wilt Chamberlain. Oh my gosh. And I was looking at the picture. Should have been looking at the name. And then for the Heat, Dwayne Wade, materials hit for the Heat. Ugh, can't stand having this stuff all over me. Okay, we've got our little block, our little dummy card in there, which is just meant to foil those who try to pull stuff out of the packs by feeling the packs up. There's an unnumbered Blair for the Mavericks, unnumbered Johnson for the Raptors, and this will be, the Nelson is numbered to 249 for the Magic. Of course, we still have to, at the end of the break, we will still have to checklist verify our Deron Lamb. For the Bulls, Taj Gibson unnumbered. There's Garnett for the Nets unnumbered. For the Clippers, we will be numbered with the Jared Dudley. It is to 249. And then we have an Andrew Nicholson apprentice for the Magic. And that is, of course, an autograph for the Magic. Looks like we've got another. Let's just get our dummy card out of the way. And then, you know, I'll show you both sides of it so you can see that it is blank. Royalty card for Blake Griffin. Isaiah Thomas, he's been a man on fire lately, hasn't he? Die cut Ricky Rubio, Crusade, numbered to 99 for the T-Wolves. And then we've got Cavs and then Celtics to 349 for the Sullinger Crusade. This will be unnumbered on the Matthews, unnumbered Iverson. This will be numbered on the Jarrett Jack to 249 for the Cavs. For the Pistons, well, that's just a base card, Greg Monroe and an Anthony Bennett. All right, so before we recap, we got to go pull up this Deron Lamb. So I got to jump over and get to, I got to get to, if I can get myself where I'm going here, I've got to go back over to the Panini website and pull up the checklist for that. So that'll take me just a second to do, because I have about 700 drop-down menus, like an insane number of drop-down menus. What is the card series? Quest Autographs. Oh, I put in the wrong year, didn't I? Daggone it. This is out of 2012, not out of 2013. So let's try this again. Crusade. Card set Quest Autographs. Come on now. Card number 41. Sure enough, Deron Lamb is Orlando Magic on the checklist. So, yeah, there you go. So the Magic have a couple of hits out of here, I believe. But we're about to find out because we're going to review them. So you have your Deron Lamb redemption for the Orlando Magic per the checklist on the Panini website. Also for the Magic, the Andrew Nicholson apprentice signature. For the Nuggets, the Evan Fournier signature. Also for the Nuggets, Danilo, I can't say his name, Gallinari. Yeah, okay, whatever. He's for the Nuggets. Dwayne Wade for the Heat, materials hit. Materials hit for Charlotte with MKG, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Materials hit for the Clippers with Danny Manning. It's actually a pretty nice hit with the Manning material. And then Udonis Haslem for the Heat with another Quest material. And that is 12, 13, and 13, 14 Crusade. So let me get these cards moved, and then we're going to put up the spreadsheet for, yep, it's time for National Treasures. I think we're all pretty excited to get into that, myself included, as it is always fun to see what's coming out of there, especially when we do a whole case like we're doing tonight. So let me get back over here to where we need to be. Every time it tries to pause me every time I go to a different page to pull up a checklist. It pauses the broadcast on my iPad, so then I have to get it back up and running so I can see everything. Okay, so for National Treasures, this is a full case break, and we've got of course same format as before. This tells you how many boxes, and that it is a full case break, and this is the first time we've broken it. Just came out last week. And our end date tonight, our live stream schedule is here and now. Team names down the left, winning bidder names down the right-hand side. And I think we only had one, just had the one unpaid team in here, and that was the Jazz. And again, I do know payment may have come in the interim, and if it did, then great. Hopefully it has. So it is time then to get in to this case. Woohoo! Good luck, everybody. There's going to be a little jarring. This is kind of a heavy case. When I set it down there, it's probably going to jar the table, which will in turn jar the camera a little bit. Let's pull these out of here and see what we can find. It's always such a nice series, and they always make it so darn hard to get, right? Because, like, who wouldn't want to open like 20 cases of this? Well, we all would like to, but they don't make enough. But I guess that's the whole point. I guess that's why these cards are worth what they're worth on the secondary market, because they don't make as much of this as anybody wants. They only make a little bit, and we have to make do with it. No, this is case number 1. Case number 1 of Nash. Do you need me? I can put the spreadsheet up again for you if you would like before I take that the rest of the way out. So it is 4 boxes of 16-17 National Treasures basketball, and this is case break number 1. End date today. Live stream schedule now. You know, it's just we opened some other stuff first because we had other breaks that ended tonight. And then team names down the left, winning bidder names down the right. So Mr. Liquid, I don't know which one of those is your team. But hopefully you see yourself here on the spreadsheet, and if you do have any questions or anything, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to switch back over here and start busting into these. Busting in and pulling out the fire. All right. I'll try to get into these without... Oh, yeah, without doing that. I mean, it doesn't hurt the cards, but, you know, they're kind of nice boxes, right? Like, you can use them for stuff. So, just trying to do it without making a big wreck of it. I think we'll go ahead and take them all out and have them lined up, and then we can, once we get started, we can just keep on rocking. So we'll put all of the anticipation on the front end. And, well, yeah, you can see that's empty in there after I take that out, but I just like to show that always. I like to be as above board as possible, and I think part of that is just showing the front and back side of those little blank dummy cards when they put them in, or the advertising cards, and showing when the pack comes out that the box is empty and all that stuff. It's probably not necessary, I guess, but I like to do it. It's just the same reason I go and checklist verify things like Kevin Durant when we all know where it's going to go. It's still just good to do it. If we're going to do it for one, we should do it for all. So yeah, oh yeah, you're saying you gambled, you had $22 in your team? Heck yeah, man, that's a great gamble, because if you pull anything good out of here, you will far and away make your money back. Well, I guess I could have probably gone on and done that too. I really wasn't very thorough, was I? See, I'm all excited about getting in here myself, and then I left out a whole step and didn't cut the other part of our seals. And if anything comes out of here for you that you see you're the team owner and you want a one-touch or something for it, shoot me a message on eBay messages, because I do have some one-touch here on hand that I picked up at the card store. And, of course, you know, I'm happy to accommodate if you want to do that. It's just at whatever my cost is on it, so we can work that out. So we have a base card. Let's just set these down. We have a base card for the Raptors, numbered to, well, if I could hold it the correct way, numbered to 10, 7 of 10 on the DeMar DeRozan for the Raptors. For the Spurs, Tony Parker, Tremendous Treasures. It is numbered to 60, 45 of 60. It's down there in that lower right-hand corner on the Tony Parker. Tristan Thompson to 75 for the Cavs with Game Time gear. Brandon Ingram for the Lakers to 10. So number to 10 is good. Our patch, we do have a little tiny bit of something else down there, but I could have stood with them giving us a little bit better patch than that on an Ingram number to 10, but still a nice hit for the Lakers. Oh, this is a nice hit for the Thunder with the Russell Westbrook to 25. It is 19 of 25 if I can get it at the right angle. There you go. You can see the number on it, and that's a nice piece of material there, probably up around like the neckline or the lining the shoulder, kind of in that area. Looks like where the fabric came from. So that is a nice Russell Westbrook hit for the Thunder. For the Celtics, Nate Archibald, and that is numbered to 10. And that, of course, is a veteran hit for the Celtics with the Nate Archibald. Jeff Teague, numbered to 99 for the Pacers, material and signature, and that's a sticker auto, actually. It's maybe kind of hard to tell in this lighting. If I get it at the right angle, you can probably see that it is on a sticker. So the Teague, material and signature, numbered to 99. Blake Griffin, material and signature for the Clippers. That's also a sticker auto. It's numbered to 20. If I can, 11 of 20. I think you could see it at that angle, the numbering on it. So there's the Griffin. Oh, this is a nice piece of material. For the Onuaku rookie, on-card auto, really nice piece of fabric, especially numbered to 99, right? I mean, that's like a prime piece of fabric, and then on the one numbered to 10, we didn't get a very prime piece of fabric, so go figure on that. So there's a nice rookie hit for the Rockets. You can, I don't know how well you can see it, but down here along your bottom edges and corners, you do have a little bit of chipping and some minor imperfections on it that are probably, and again up here in this upper right corner, probably a little more noticeable because there's red down there. Sometimes when the card is white, it's not as noticeable, but still a very nice hit for the Rockets. And unfortunately pretty common that we do find them with edge and corner wear. And we have, for the Blazers, a Clyde Drexler printing plate out of Eminence. And Optimum, yeah, so it's a 1 of 1. And it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know, it's not like the normal printing plates. I mean, it is on the front, but on the back, it's not as normal. But anyway, because this is really thick, and usually the printing plate, they just kind of have a sticker on the back, right? But this one they have mounted, I guess, to this other, whatever you want to call it, cardstock, I guess, on the back. Oh, the RPA was yours? Okay, excellent, man. I'm glad to hear that. And thank you for somebody for answering the question. Yes, there are 4 boxes in a case of National Treasures basketball, and this is a full case break tonight. I didn't do a half on it. We just did the whole thing all at once. For the Spurs, a Ginobili to 99, 86, I think that says, of 99 on the Ginobili base card. Julius Randle for the Lakers, 41 of 99. They don't have that one in there real well. There's like a big, you can see it, a big bubble or bump or whatever in the piece of fabric itself. But, of course, I'm going to like this hit because Julius Randle is a UK guy. So I'm a fan of that. Another materials hit. This is for, I never say this guy's name right, Nurkic, whatever, for the Nuggets to 99. And this kid's good, okay? This kid's good, and he's starting to play a lot more. So hang on to your stuff. If you have stuff for this kid, hang on to it, because I think you may see that increase in value as the next year goes on. Vince Carter to 99 for the Mavericks, and same as the other one where we had the red, you can notice a little more because of the blue. You've got some edge and corner minor chipping and issues on it, but again, pretty common on all these thick cards. You very seldom see one come out without it. Another Tony Parker. 2 Tony Parkers so far. This one, Tremendous Treasures. That's definitely a nicer piece of fabric. You can see that is most likely part of a number that you're seeing the edge of right there, or part of a number or a letter, one or the other. It is numbered to 10. Sorry, I didn't say that. 3 of 10. And I thought I felt a little rough edge. Yeah, you've definitely got some rough edges on the edge over here on the right-hand side on the back, which I felt actually before I saw. And yeah, so you do definitely, on the back side in particular, have some rough edges on the Tony Parker. Oh, this is a nice patch. Oh, that is a sweet hit for the Kings with the Papagiannis. And it is, of course, an on-card auto. It's numbered to 49. And, oh, I love that piece of material. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. And like the others, you've got edge and corner, chipping and minor wear and issues with it. That's a nice hit, Kings. I like that. I know you're probably, looking for Scal maybe because he's been on fire lately with his card prices, but that's still a solid hit. Mark Price for the Cavs, numbered to 60 on card auto, and big piece of material, but they were stingy with the color, and we just got the one color for the Cavs. All right, 275. The same guy whose name I couldn't pronounce a minute ago for the Nuggets. Gallinari, Galla something. All right, he's numbered to 75, and what is that right there? That's just that's just like it's printed. It's not anything in there. For a minute, I thought I saw like a little wrinkle. I'm like, is that actually something in there? Oh, boy. All right, yeah, it's one of those days. That's an on-card auto hit for the Nuggets. And again, I know that's not the Nuggets you're looking for, but oh, sweet. Oscar Robinson. So nice. Numbered to 25. And again, edge and corner stuff, but the Oscar Robinson on-card auto numbered to 25. We're going to have to do a little research on this one because, of course, the team noted on the card is the Cincinnati Royals. And, of course, we all know who Oscar Robinson ultimately played for, but we are going to have to take a look at that one just to see who the Cincinnati Royals became as a franchise, because that could make a difference in where that card goes. Shaquille O'Neal for the Orlando Magic, printing plate out of 15-16 National Treasures basketball. So there's your Shaq printing plate. Here we are rolling into box number 3. And our base card here is Oladipo, numbered to what? 99. Oladipo to 99 for the Thunder. Rodney Hood for the Jazz to 49 with your 3 pieces of fabric there. Paul Pierce to 99 for the Celtics. Another materials hit. James Harden for the Rockets to 99. Material again. That one felt kind of a little wonky over here on this side too, but I don't really see a whole lot of maybe a little minor stuff back there, but not as significant on the other one that I felt from the back side. Tracy McGrady to 25 for the Spurs. I mean, the Spurs are just killing it, right? Like, I mean, how many hits is this for the Spurs? 3, I think, at least. So you do have three pieces or 3 colors in your piece of material on the Tracy McGrady hit for the Spurs. Bob Dandridge for the Bucks, 5 of 25. That one is a sticker auto, but again, a nice veteran hit for the Bucks. Ryan Anderson for the Rockets to 49. Two colors on that one, but each in their own little square, so, you know. Oh, another nice hit. This for the Rockets, the Hakeem Olajuwon. Super nice, Rockets. On-card auto numbered to 49. I don't know. Some people, when they do these breaks, they only want the rookies and the younger players. I really appreciate pulling nice veteran signatures when I'm buying into a break, and the Hakeem Olajuwon is a pretty Sweet hit, Rockets, with your on-card signature and /49. Oh, check this out. This just made somebody happy. How about the Jaylen Brown for the Celtics, 22/25 on-card auto and part of the C, it would appear. It's what it looks like anyway. That's a really nice hit, Celtics, on the Jaylen Brown rookie. And our printing plate here is Mitch Richmond for the Kings out of 15/16 Flawless. Of course, all the printing plates are 1 of 1. We all know that. And they will have some scratches and surface wear on them by nature of the fact that they are actually used in the printing process. So it's going to be expected that they're not going to be minty mint. Number 3/5 on the Otto Porter for the Wizards. I would rather have that been John Wall, right? But still, 3/5 is solid. Carmelo Anthony for the Knicks with the materials hit numbered to 99 for the Knicks. Marcus Smart for the Celtics, 22/75. And, of course, you've got a green piece of material and a white piece of material for Marcus Smart. There's Mr. Murray, Jamal Murray, for the Nuggets, 13/49. They were a little stingy, gave us only blue fabric in all 3 boxes. But, you know, still, good hit. Oh, this is nice. I like this a lot. Elfrid Payton, 2/25. And those are both prime pieces of material with 3 colors on each. So, nice Payton. Oh, sweet. Doug McDermott for the Bulls, numbered to 25. This is 7/25. If I can get it at the right angle, you can see the number on it. 7/25 on the Doug McDermott. And, yeah, that's an on-card auto, and that is a really nice piece of fabric. Sweet. Very sweet. Sean Elliott and the Spurs are just like killing it in this case. It is all about the Spurs tonight. This is 12/25 on the Sean Elliott for the Spurs. Matthew Dellavedova, the Bucks are having a nice break too. The Dellavedova to 75 on card auto for the Bucks. Another hit for the Lakers, and look who it is. It is a Kobe Bryant kind of night, folks. This is the second Kobe we've pulled tonight. The other one was numbered 3/8 out of Timeless Treasures, and it was totally unexpected. And here is Kobe, number 26/49, on-card auto, nice big piece of fabric. We would like to have seen another color in it, but there is nobody that's going to complain about getting an on-card Kobe auto numbered to 49. So congrats, Lakers. That just made your night. And then we're going to follow it up with, guess what? A Kobe Bryant 1/1 printing plate. You can see the printing plate on this one definitely has some imperfections. You can kind of see there's a line that goes, you know, the whole way through it right there, almost like where it was bent or something, bent, cracked, I don't know. But anyway, of course, that's how they come out because they are used in the printing process. But so you have a Kobe out of 15/16 Immaculate 1/1 cyan printing plate. So, yeah, Lakers, you're happy now. All right, so we're going to go check out the Cincinnati Royals for this Oscar Robinson. So you guys just bear with me for a minute because I'm going to have to pull up a little bit of history on the Cincinnati Royals and see if we can determine who that franchise became. And if we cannot, then we will go to Plan B. But I'm guessing that somewhere in here it's going to tell us what that franchise became. And I believe that they're going to be the Sacramento Kings, but we're going to just double check that. All right, come on up here. All right, so it looks like, yeah, they were the Cincinnati Royals, or no, they were originally the Rochester Royals, then they were the Cincinnati Royals, and then they moved to Kansas City, and they were the Kansas City Omaha Kings, then the Kansas City Kings, and then the franchise moved to Sacramento, where they became the Sacramento Kings. So, yeah, so the Oscar Robinson with the Cincinnati Royals on the card is a hit for the Sacramento Kings for all the reasons that I just named off there. I just basically read you the franchise history. So yeah, so the Oscar, we're recapping our hits now, of course. So this Oscar Robertson to 25 on-card auto labeled as Cincinnati Royals goes to the Sacramento Kings because of the franchise history that we just went over. Then we have Kobe Bryant, numbered to 49 on-card auto and material. And, you know, you do definitely have some corner wear and some edge wear on this one as well. You can probably see a little bit of it down on the, because it does have some purple in the card, so I'm guessing you can see a little bit of that edge wear, but you can kind of expect that to be on pretty much all of these. But again, I like to try to point them out when I see them as much as I can. For the Bucks, Matthew Dellavedova. First of many for the Spurs, Sean Elliott. Doug McDermott for the Bulls. Elfrid Payton for the Magic. Jamal Murray for the Nuggets. For the Celtics, Marcus Smart. For the Knicks, Carmelo Anthony. For the Celtics, the really nice Jaylen Brown hit to 25 with the on-card auto and a real nice piece of material for the Jaylen Brown. For the Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon to 49, just a super nice hit. Ryan Anderson for the Rockets. Rockets have a few in here. Another one for the Bucks. This is Bob Dandridge to 25. Another one for the Spurs with Tracy McGrady. Spurs have quite a few in here. Yet another Rocket, this one for James Harden. Rockets had a bunch in here. So did the Celtics and the Lakers and the Bucks and the Spurs. This is Paul Pierce for the Celtics. For the Jazz, Rodney Hood. Second hit for the Nuggets with the guy whose name I cannot say. So we're just going to leave it at that. For the Cavs, the Mark Price. We would have maybe rather had a different Cav, but, you know, we take what we get. Another hit for the Kings with Papagiannis. Very, very nice piece of cloth there and numbered to 49. Another hit for the Spurs with the Tony Parker. For the Mavericks, Vince Carter. Another hit for the Nuggets with the guy who, I never say it right either, Nurkic or, well, whatever. He's a good player, and he's getting better. Hang on to it. It'll probably be worth more money by the end of next season. Julius Randle for the Lakers. The Rockets again with the Onuaku. Clippers with Blake Griffin. Pacers get in on the action with Jeff Teague. Celtics again with the Nate Archibald to 10. The Oklahoma City Thunder with Russell Westbrook to 25. The Lakers with Brandon Ingram to 10. The Cavs with Tristan Thompson to 75. And finally, the Spurs again with Tony Parker to 60. So that's it for the breaks tonight, guys. But we do still have our nightly random to do. So let me run over here and grab a hunk of basketball cards. So I just grab a different chunk every night. And I think I had put into 12. So let's count out to 12 here. 4, 5, 6. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, there we go. So there are our 12 things that we will be choosing from. So we're going to do two different things. We're going to go to random.org and we're going to put everybody who's been in all the breaks tonight into random.org. And random will first tell us who our winner is going to be, and then we'll put in the numbers 1 through 12, and we'll let it choose which item out of the stack that our winner gets tonight. And I just, as you can see, I just had all the bidders in aggregate over there. This is tab 1 that we've been looking at. Just on tab 2, I already had everybody in a cut and paste over there just to make things easier for us tonight rather than having to do them in there a break at a time until they were all there. Figured this would be a little easier. And I'll just scroll up once again so you can see that everything I just grabbed off of tab 2 is in here. And everybody's in here just in the order that the breaks were tonight, our winning team owners. So Cotter Brad is our winner tonight. Cotter Brad is going to get something out of our stack. And let me jump back over here to this spreadsheet and get the numbers 1 through 12. We'll paste them in there and see what Cotter Brad is going to take home from our stack. And while we're doing that, let me take a minute to say thank you to everybody. I very much appreciate you hanging out with me, spending your time and your money with me, and breaking with me. It's a lot of fun for me to do this. I really enjoy it, and you guys bidding with me is what makes it possible for me to keep doing it. So thank you. I appreciate it. I do plan on, looks like you're going to have number 5 coming out of the stack. I plan on most of this stuff going out on Friday from tonight. There's a possibility that it could get out on Thursday. And obviously, I always try to get it out as soon as I can. So if it is possible for me to get it to you on Thursday, I will. But Friday is the most likely target. Now, we needed to go to number 5, right? Is that what that said? Let me look back at that again. I think it said number 5, and then I started jawing about shipping and forgot it did say 5. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what you are taking home tonight, and this is out of the NCAA March Madness collection, and it is Kendall Gill, and that is an Upper Deck product. So you are taking home a Kendall Gill autograph out of 14-15 NCAA Upper Deck March Madness. So that'll be coming with the rest of your cards, Cotter Brad. And guys, that's it for tonight. That was the whole ball of wax. So I'm going to be sitting at this table for a little while, working on getting all of our hits securely put in their sleeves and top loaders and team bags and all that. So I'm going to get to work. And thank you all very much. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your night.